Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Midweek Midday Talk Show with Auntie. I've been counting down to today's session. Like, let's go. Let's just start. Let's just start because today's topic is actually very interesting, and I've had parents, over the past. I think we've started to talk about this attitude thing for about 3 weeks now. Parents have just been like, oh, my girls have had this attitude. I can't just, I mean, it's disgusting, it's annoying. What should we do? What can I do? Etc. Yes, let me know if you're joining me and where you're joining me from. That means your location online and your location offline. So let me know if you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram, or if you're on Facebook. And then let me know your city. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Instagram, I hope you are here. So, yes, let me know Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Benin, UK, Canada. Canada. Are you here? Australia. All right, America. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to be talking about something really interesting. When I was posting this announcement earlier today, I shared about a girl I met, in one of the schools. This week, by the way, was celebrating my girls around the world. Don't celebrate my girls, you are our enemy. You are my enemy personally. You must celebrate my girls. Yes, it's International Day of the Girl Child. And I've been giving back to the girls and going around talking with them. It's been really amazing. Like at every given opportunity, they want to ask a question, they want to share something. In fact, I think I was caught on camera. We're trying to take pictures, and some girls were whispering questions and all that. It was just an amazing time. And one of those schools, I just noticed this girl. This was her attitude. This was her face. I don't know. I don't think I can make this as much as I saw. But she had this scornful look. You know, we take advantage of some of these things. There's a look the Bible does not like, right? The Bible speaks against. When I talk now, somebody saying everything you bring out scripture. Yeah, so that scornful look, she had it in her mouth. She looked awful. And she would just talk with just one person. A particular girl who I noticed was not willing to talk with her. I noticed that all the girls in her class sat away from her, even though she was supposed to be, celebrating that day. I think she had a celebration or something. Nobody refused to talk to her. So she was the one trying to talk to a particular girl, some girls. And the teachers kept, talking, nudging her to keep quiet, to concentrate, to focus. And every time they talked with her and left, she had this kind of thing. And then she'll be in the class and she'll put her head down. I was doing all I could to not respond or react to her. At the point, I asked her, why but and she now said, like she put up her book and said, "Yeah, this is my book, writing." And I'm like, okay. It bothered me so much. It bothered me really much. Now, that girl just reminded me of one of the researches I had done earlier. You know me, when I see girls behaving in a particular way, I like to study why. I'm a social scientist. Yes. I like to study why. What is going on? Where are the gaps? What can I do? For this one, I already knew that what I can do, I'm already doing at the attitude class. Your daughter is not registered for that class. Whatever you see in the next 5, 10 years, please take it. The worst that will happen is that will come for session. But this thing could be really bad. Okay, so yes, this is the detail, all the details that you need for the attitude reset class. It's all here. We'll keep having this class every year. In fact, Zara is teaching at this class. I told her to come and teach. In fact, the pre-twin girls requested that they want Zara to teach them, because I've shared how Zara also had an attitude that we needed to attack when she was younger, when she was a preteen, especially. We're still working on it. It's not like it has gone completely. We're still working on it. Sometimes I still have to remind her, and then she will adjust. So she's coming to share. She's taking the pre-twins class. They asked for her. They said they want her to come and teach them. I know why. They want to be able to connect with another young person like them who has been through the path that they have gone through or that they are going through. And so I obliged her. She's in school. I said, Madam, you come and take this class, so that these girls can understand that it's possible to move from wrong to right. It's possible to move from the wide path that leads to hell and come to the straight and narrow. Yes, come there. You parents, girl or parents, super mamas, you agree with me, right? Sometimes they feel like, oh, we're just talking to them, we're just teaching them because we just want them to be good. They need to actually hear from someone who has gone that route and said, oh no, there's no benefit in this. So I was sharing with them the number of favors she got from people that she could have lost that opportunity because of her attitude. People that she didn't speak before, people that she just used to do and nothing. People, all those same people are now the ones that were jotting over her. They sent her money. They sent her. She was not like, hey, oh, mommy. I'm like, oh, really? Benefit of having a good attitude. Who gains it now? Are you sending me commission? Are you sending me commission? Now you're the one benefiting. So she's going to come and share her story and help the girls actually craft a, move from point A to point where we are going to, point right. All right. So back to this girl's story. I now decided to do a little research. And I now remembered one of these girls that I researched about. Equally feel the attitude. 14 years. He said, my father is one of those. My father is the ones that, in fact, he came to the school and told the school that if my daughter misbehaves, forget about all this, you must not beat the child, though. This is the kid. Beat her. Beat her for me. Help me beat her. That doesn't solve anything. Beating, hitting, all those things. I'm going to list all of them. It doesn't solve anything, because you just get the girls to become deviant. They become hardened. Like this girl I'm talking about. She had this look like, do your worst. That was why I didn't come at her. I didn't come at her because it was too short a time to actually work on her. And all I said to the school director was, please get these girls into this training. Get these girls into the girls' hall. Coming to watch, and I know what to do. If I just give her one small tablet, one small pill of embarrassment, all that attitude will just come down like water. But that is not efficient. It's not a long-term solution. It will just get her to humble herself and cooperate with me throughout the class. But we need her to change her lifestyle. We need her to have a total overhauling, a reset of her attitude. And it's not a one-off thing, which is where I'm going to start today's conversation from. Improving your daughter's attitude is not one-off. It is not automatic. It is not magical. You can't just say, hey, this thing that Etima is saying, this girl, come here. Let's change your attitude. It took us about 3 to 4 years to work on our daughter's own. A lot of work. Everything, including some of the things I'm going to say here. By the way, I've taken permission from her, so whenever I have to use her to teach, I take permission. She's like, enjoy, mommy, enjoy. I say, no, it's not an enjoyment. It is so that we can help other girls that are still battling with this. So if you're here and Girl parents, you know that attitude is something that even us as women, sometimes we still have it. Some women are still, oh my God. Who agrees with me that women have an issue with attitude? We went for the couples retreat at the marriage seal. I think conclave right here. I was the chairman of that planning committee, by the way. And at the boat ride, the what will I call her? Will I call her the coordinator of the ride, or will I call her the, like, she was the one in charge of the boat. She was just giving us attitude. She gave coach when the attitude, coach when they just wanted to give it to her bass balls correct immediately. We are your customers. And then you're giving us this, say what you want. What is that about? And you want us to refer you, you want us to recommend you with this attitude. If you have a bad attitude, you can't even have a thriving, profitable business. You can't. There are so many times that my staff would have an issue with a parent, with a customer. In fact, what happened recently at Witty Mind, the manager just came and said, "Ma, there's a problem. There's, there's an angry parent. It was actually my fault, and this, by the time I was done, she was registering for Girls Hub, registering for this one. She was registering because I have a way, and it comes from an attitude. It's not just business ethics. I cannot resolve a conflict with you, and me and you will not be 5 and 6 again. It's not possible. It's an attitude. It's not just customer service, it's an attitude. Because people can sense your genuinity. People can sense it. People can know whether you're doing it just because you don't want to lose me as a customer, or whether this is you sweet spirited. Just this morning, I had to send a message to someone that I feel should have been offended with me because I didn't do what I was expected to do at a time of her grieving and all that. By the time I was done with the message, she said, "Such a sweet spirit." That is just it. And I was not doing it to impress her. I was vulnerable, and then I showed the empathy that I went to show. So it's a way of life. It is something that would affect your daughter's relationships, her business, her ministry. Somebody saying, after all, you're doing it for the Lord. So if you're doing it for the Lord, you should spoil it with your bad attitude, right? That is why some people leave some churches and they can never go back. Attitude of the Mama Gio, bad attitude. So your husband's business, you will spoil it because of your attitude. Your husband's ministry. I can't remember a particular case I had recently. And I told the woman, I said, so because of this attitude, you have ruined your husband's ministry. Such a thriving, beautiful ministry. You have ruined it because of your bad attitude. That's how I am. They either cope with it or they leave it. Understand? Everything that this man has worked for, you pull it down. The Bible says that a wise woman builds a home, but a foolish one pulls it, tears it apart with her foolishness. A bad attitude is foolishness. Why? You don't know how to manage in-laws, you don't know how to manage relations, you don't know how to manage your siblings. That's why I tell my girls at the Girls Hub, we still had a gist session this weekend. And I was telling them that all these excuses of my brother is so annoying, my younger sister, she's always on my neck. I'm like, those are all excuses. Ability to manage and live with your siblings, live in peace with your siblings, live in oneness with your siblings is a skill. You must build that skill. You're always complaining that your siblings are annoying. How about you? Are you not annoying? My girls are annoying. You think I don't know? All these my girls in the Girls Hub, all my girls around the world, very annoying. But here they are. They cannot handle, they cannot bear a tint. Sorry about that, please. So I was telling my girls, my queen daughters over the weekend that stop these excuses. Find a way to walk around it. Stop saying, is this person, is that person. That is why they keep throwing that attitude all around us. Because their patience quotient is very low. Any little thing they're eyeing you, any little thing they're hissing, any little thing they're storming out of the room. It's part of it, part of the problem. It's part of the problem. Okay, so let's go. Let's start off with um just a reminder about um why girls have this bad attitude. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so um I was saying that what are the causes? Let's remind ourselves of the causes of the girls and their bad attitude. Not like we are please, I'm not trying to excuse them or anything. I'm just trying to let you know that um there are reasons, there are things that cause it. Because unless we know, unless we can identify which of these things is that one root cause, then we will not even know how to help them. We will not even know how to get the solution, the particular strategy that will suit your girls. So we mentioned things, I mean, over the, if you need to get this, you need to like go back and watch the previous episode. So there is the hormonal and emotional changes, like the developmental causes of a bad attitude. Sometimes it's just, puberty that is happening. It's just the rage of the hormones that is causing it. At other times, external pressure, like peer pressure. So around them, they see that, oh, all my friends have that air, and then they just quickly pick it up. Then there is the parenting gap, where they are giving you an attitude because of a low self-esteem. Now, this is where our discipline style comes in. You can beat out self-confidence from your daughter. You can reduce her low self-esteem with a cane. You will beat it out. You will beat it down to the extent that she hates herself. Yes. To the extent that she looks at herself with such lowness. She just look at herself as what nothing. Why? You have caned everything that she holds dear out. You have rubbished her inside, outside. So she has that low self-esteem, which she tries to cover up. Is a coping mechanism. Bad attitude could be a coping mechanism for some girls. So she tried to cover it up by showing herself up. And then when a teacher is trying to talk to her, she feels like, okay, I don't have anything left except this bad attitude. Except my eyes. I can roll my eyes, right? I will roll these eyes very well. I will roll these eyes very well for you, ma. It is a reaction. I have come to understand that rudeness could be feedback. Rudeness could be feedback from your daughter. She's trying to let you know that I'm not being heard and I want to be heard. So I'm going to seek for this attention by all means. By all means. So before we rush and judge these girls, let us check. Let us check. Why is this girl behaving this way? Could it be that she's crying out? Could it be that she's crying out to be noticed, to be heard, to be attended to? Always quick to judge our girls, oh. But do we know that these girls are struggling? These girls have issues. So before we we just come and conclude and say, oh, it's a it's peer pressure. Or before we come and say it's puberty, let us check it. Is there a gap? Is there a gap? Is there something that is supposed to be happening from her parents that is not happening? Affirmations. Is it missing? Don't come and say, what is there? Who affirmed me when I was young? I beg. That's not an excuse. Well, it's a cost. It's not an excuse, but it's a cost. And if it's a cost, then it can be dealt with. In fact, it should be. It must be dealt with. What else? Another cause for bad attitude in girls. Wrong modeling from the environment. Some of us want girls with good attitude, but the school your daughter is in can never give her a good attitude. Never. Your daughter can never. There are some schools I go to and I wear my garment because from the door, from the gate, I'm already getting the attitude. Why? School of class. They're paying in millions. So, they come from homes that have children that are well-to-do, so they just, if your daughter is in that kind of school, you have a lot coming your way. Just get ready. She will give you a dose of it. She will collect from the environment. The environment plays a huge role. How about in the home? The way you talk to your staff, the way you treat them, you even do them like this. Sometimes we act like we can't even talk, like the staff, our domestic staff are not worthy of our voices. So all you do is just body language. Your daughter is speaking it. You just copy it exactly. You say things like, that's why some people come to camp and they want to check where the girls are going to sleep. Meanwhile, camp commandant, my mattress is on the ground. You want to check what they are eating. You want to check where they are sleeping. And it's not like you're doing it for a good pop. You're doing it so that if it is not up to the one in your house, they cannot stay on camp. That is why intentionally we stop pressing extra when we go to schools. We pay hugely slow. We pay a whole lot for our venues. But when something goes wrong along the way, we don't try to force it because we want the girls to have an opportunity to experience life as it is. So if we pay for 100 spaces and we go there and they give us 18 mattresses, 20 girls are going to sleep on the floor with the mattress, no bedding, and they'll be okay. At a point, everybody now wanted that one. If we go, we pay for hot water, and there is no hot water, my darling, unless you are having asthma, unless you fall sick or you have allergy, you will use cold water. Yesterday, I had to use cold water. I have hot water in my house. I mistakenly poured out the hot water and I was running late. Very funny story. I just told myself, come on now, adjust. Nobody died. You're not going to die. Bath cold water, madam. I remember when I used to bath cold water in secondary school, and my school had a hot water tank. How be it some days the hot water tank will fail, it will spoil, and we'll have to go to class. Remember, I said military school. In 5 minutes, no, 5 minutes too much. In 60 seconds, I rearranged my mindset and I had my bath with that cold water. I've not had my bath with cold water for years. No, I do not. I will find a way and get that hot water. Yes, so these girls can actually adjust. It's all a mindset thing. How can I? Why should they? How can they? It's a mindset. That's why we want to reset it at the course. That is why in the girls' hub, I tell my girls, you are not a jellyfish. That day, yesterday, everything that preached to my girls came back to me. Said, are you a jellyfish? Madam, bath this cold water, you'll be okay. Bath this cold water, you'll be okay. You're not a jellyfish. You'll be telling these girls they're not jellyfish. Are you a jellyfish? I started watching the cold water. I'm like, God, I'll be okay. So it's all about training, which is why I'm going to share with you the strategies that we can use for our girls. First of all, the strategies you should never use. Please write it down. Strategies you should never use in dealing with your daughter's bad attitude, rude attitude, disrespectful attitude, or lazy attitude. Number one, hitting. Number two, beating. Number three, name calling. Number four, shaming. How are you shaming them? Hello, ma'am. Live from Bida. Hello. How are you and how is Bida today? I had a friend from secondary school. It's from Bida. All right. Number five, petting. You now pet them. Ah, it's not like that now. It's just it's a strategy. It's the wrong strategy. Your daughter will keep having a bad attitude. You not say, no, I don't want her to feel somehow. I don't want her to feel somehow. Enabling is a bad attitude. Spoiling your children, giving them everything they want, anything they want, whenever they want it, is a bad strategy. Remember, you're supposed to be dealing with your daughter's attitude. So, how do you now deal with it? Using a wrong strategy. You say, please leave her, leave her, leave her. You lose on is too much. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. And say, Etima, please. When she grows up, she'll be okay. Let her just, girls will always be girls. You are enabling her. After I list all the right strategies, you will see why I'm saying that enabling, petting, spoiling, giving anything they want is a bad strategy. Those are all bad strategies. So what are the right strategies to use for your girls? Number one, connect with them first. I remember one of those days, my daughter displayed one powerful display. Powerful one. She went and fixed her nails with another. So then I had a senior teenager, almost like in her 20s, living with us, spending time with us for some months. She went and influenced my daughter badly. I now came, you've heard this story now many times. Made my I don't know, I went to work or something. By the time I came back, my daughter had fixed her nails. She was 10. Don't understand. I just noticed that she was hiding. Tell her to go and watch what she was hiding. I saw the nails. I went berserk. Cut the nails. Scissors, cut everything. After that, she did. You know one of those last week, no, 2 weeks ago, I painted different scenarios of when girls are displaying bad attitude. And I painted this particular scenario I'm talking about. Withdrawal syndrome. She just withdrew. It was Christmas period. She withdrew. She was in a sad mood. She didn't want to talk to anybody. She had all those kind of attitude and everything. And my coach said to me, you see this thing? You need to connect with this girl first. Connect first before we start talking about how you want to change her attitude. Mrs. Naji say, Otota is not good for my skin. Oh. I don't know how you want to start preaching this message to me now. How will I start? Is it at old age I want to learn how to write with the right hand or left hand? Me hot water mama, I love hot water. Don't even joke. My hot water must be hot. Where am I going to start batting cold water from now? Because I love my skin too. Let me go and start resetting my brain. Let me start resetting my brain. For a good cause, I am sure I can do that. Thank you so much, Mrs. Nwaji. Thank you so much. Okay, so I needed to go and start connecting with her. With connection, you can correct. I'm sure all of you here have read Coach Wendy's Connect Correct book. One of the people that inspired that book. Yes, because Coach Wendy told me, she said, cutting of nails, do this, last man standing kind of posture that you're doing. It will not work, madam. It did not work. Because you see that girl who was eyeing her teachers and giving her teachers the attitude of do your worst. Until you connect with her, you can't get the best from her. Never. That's why I didn't attack her. That's why I didn't come at her. Because there was no time to connect with her. I had just 45 minutes to spend with those girls. But if you give that girl to me in a few months' time, what you will see, you cannot believe it. I have dealt with girls with worse attitude. I have. Their parents are always in shock. They come back and they see us gisting. And sometimes the gist is not flowing. It's hard because, a girl with bad attitude does not even want to flow in a conversation. So she just gives you yes, no kind of answers. But because I'm trying to connect with her to deal with that attitude, I have to, find a way to just have the conversation. So connect with your girls. Yes, ma'am. You can't give them anything. Your name is Jehovah Jireh, and you are not even Jehovah Shammah. No, Jehovah everything. You are not. So allow these girls go through some kind of discomfort. Yeah. So connect with them. These parents are saying, I will slap that student out of your head. I will reset your brain. I will hit you. You are going to keep having a girl with a bad attitude. In fact, it will worsen because she'll keep giving you the what else? Bring it on. I don't care. Please connect with these girls. When we say come and join the inner circle, come and join the Intentional Parent Academy. So people feel like, oh, we're just a group of jobless people. It trickles down to everything, especially if you're raising a girl child. You don't connect with her, forget about it. That girl will give you headache. Do you know headache? Sure. I hope you know that some girls intentionally give their parents trouble as a reward for their disconnection from them. When you are someone that is not closely knit and connected to your daughter will not cooperate with you in so many ways. So you go left, she's going right. You say go right, oh, she's turning around. In her mind, you don't deserve more than what I'm giving you. Just take this one and you'll be okay. What is going on in her mind? And when I speak like this, my girls said, Etima, how do you know? Are you in our mind? I said, yes, I am in your mind. I know how girls think. I know how girls think. Okay, let's go to the second thing. What can we do? So number 2, teach and train. Do not assume that your daughter knows. When we started to work on our daughter's attitude, we had to teach her how to greet. I taught her how to smile. I taught her how to chat with, her mentors, adults, how to use emojis, how to use stickers, how to be excited. I taught her. And most of the time when I'm teaching her, she'll be like, mommy, please, what is it? I'm like, do it. That is how to have a sweet smelling attitude. Some attitude are huge. They are odd. Now she can properly engage an adult in a conversation that will lead her to having a mention whatever you want request or opportunity. You have to teach her. You're standing to wait. There's a time my daughter, if she just wakes up from sleep, it will show in her greeting. Why? I taught her, people must not know what is going on with you. If you are not happy, we will know through your attitude. If you're sick, we will know through your attitude. If you're impatient, why? Why can't people should not know what you are dealing with at any time. People should not know. Why should they know? Because an attitude is, you don't know what I'm dealing with. Please, everybody buzz off. I'm not in the mood. Everybody buzz off. Why? So we have to teach her in sickness and in health, in good and in bad times. Maintain a positive, sweet smelling attitude. Not an attitude that people want to just get you off their backs. No. So teach them how to smile. Teach them how to laugh. Before you crack a joke, you say, I say you must laugh. Oh. Why won't you laugh? It's bad attitude not to laugh when something is funny and then you're in the midst of people. Why are you not laughing? Okay, why you don't have a sense of having a sense of humor is good attitude. Yes. Because you're going to be meeting with people and then you're not laughing, you're not making anybody laugh. You can't even have conversations that can make us all laugh. I remember last month, we had to travel with this same Chizaramu. And when she heard she was traveling with us, she was like, Mommy, I don't understand. I'm going to be in the same house with you, Daddy, Coach Wendy, Governor, Coach Ebuka, Auntie Ruth, Coach David, Coach Edoze, the TIP staff. Please, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to come. Please, I can't. I'm like, no choice. No option. That's just that's the direction. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining me. And I taught her how to behave. In the mornings, what you do, you laugh, you come around when everybody's sitting around, you come around. Don't just seclude yourself. That's a bad attitude. Secluding yourself. That's why when parents come and say, hey, my daughter does not want to come to camp because she does not know anybody in the camp. My daughter, what are all those things? Look, my daughters also complain, but I teach and train them to adjust. Adjusting, ability to adjust is a skill. Then you now come and tell us, why are some girls not showing in the photo? Because those girls have an attitude. They want to be begged. Everybody else is dancing. I remember when we went to Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt camp was, it was the smallest of the camp, but it was the most engaging of all the camps. The girls, were closely knitted. You will come together and then you see a few of them will stay out. They don't want to join the picture. They don't want to join the picture. They don't want to, and then you now blame me. Etima, why is my daughter not showing in pictures? Because she put herself out. Attitude. There was one I dragged like that in Abuja camp. I ran and went to go and meet her. Someone says, I am Chizaramu. This is Linda. Okay, ma. And I'm like, why are you out of the pictures? Why are you out of the fun? You don't want to be in the fun. Why? It's a bad attitude. That is why some people are annoyed that Coach Wendy she's too confident. They're annoyed. Bad attitude. Somebody's too happy. You're annoyed. Bad attitude. So teach them. No, seriously, teach them. Don't just assume that she's supposed to know. They don't really know these things. My girls actually open up and said, Etima, they say that I get angry easily. I don't even know when I do. They say I'm rude. I don't even know when, because I asked them. That's what they said. To teach them. Call out bad behavior immediately. Don't be waiting and say later. Immediately she does it, just say, don't ever. Why are you hitting? Don't do it next time. A lot of times just be like, I'm trying to connect with my daughter now to be as if I'm nagging, I'm whining. Let me just leave this. Let me just allow this one pass. Don't let any attitude pass. So you notice, like now, my second daughter, that is the one that is good at eyeing somebody. She eye you, you will not know she eyed. Have you seen subtle eyeing? The eyeing, she's looking at you, but she's eyeing you. The first day I discovered it, I called her out. She said, but I'm looking, I'm not eyeing. I said, no, there was a way your eye rolled. He wrote systematically. That is rude. She stopped it immediately. That was the last time. Meanwhile, we'll see these girls, they'll be doing it softly, softly. You know, there's a style you use to just be, they don't want to be out, call it out. Subtle eyeing, yes. I said the eye movement was not a normal one. Stop it. It ends. I can even pick it out from video call. That's why when I'm having sessions with my girls, I tell them to switch on their video because I can see it from your body language. It's the way you do your body like this. It's the way you do your body like this. It's attitude. I will teach you how to do it. So don't assume. Train them. Teach them. It's how to greet. I don't know how to teach my daughters how to greet their mentors, how to greet adults in an excited way. You just come and say, good afternoon, man. Good afternoon. No, you must be excited. You must be excited. What's that? When you are going to visit your mentors, you don't go empty-handed. My daughter, the first time I told her, she was like, mommy, now, everything is always that initial stage. It's not that there's a deep, you know. You have a problem with it's not that deep, right? Can't we just? I said, no. You go, and as you're presenting the gift to your mentor, you're happy, you're smiling. I brought for you. Can't just get, good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma. What is that? You must smile. You must be happy because your mentor is taking out time to attend to you. It's a privilege. So be happy and show it. Be happy and show it. Don't say, I'm happy now. I'm happy inside my mind. No. Express your joy. My son is the one that got the thing first. When my son is going to see his mentor, he's always so excited. Hello, sir. His own is very sweet. So I have to face my daughters and start dealing with them. How many children do I have in this class? My daughter is children too quiet. I'm always looking and role playing. Auntie, smile. No, because no. Don't allow her. That smiling, even excited. After she starts smiling, start teaching her how to be excited, be happy and show it. Yes, teach how to be happy and show it. So when my daughter was now going to school, you see all the teaching I've been teaching her. It now paid off. Somebody like, when are you going to school? Tell me, so I was saying something. I thought you could not shout and jump before, Abi. Now it's time for gifting. You're not happy. Abi? You could have been keeping your face straight now and see who will even answer you. You have to now learn it. I say you have to learn how to hype. It's something you learn. You can't be hyping somebody with a bad attitude. You're squeezing your face, you're hyping. You cannot. You have work, man. I did all this work. And I'm telling you, when I'm teaching, my daughters are like, mommy, why? What? Now what? So you will learn it. I taught them how to tease their mentors in a good way. So last year, at the end of the year, they were writing notes and gifting their mentors, and they were teasing them. That, this is what you say, this is what you do. And it made their mentors laugh and put a smile on their face. So not just are you smiling, you are also learning how to make others smile. It is a way of dealing with bad attitude. So what I'm teaching you is move past from yourself, just focusing on yourself, and move to focusing on others, making others happy, making others laugh and smile. It is a skill. I taught it. Teach it. Teach them. Someone says on Instagram, with us parents, meaning we grew and the attitude. Okay, yes. So of course, parents too. Of course, you have to learn too, so that your daughters can model rightly. Remember, we talked about modeling. Oh, I hope I mentioned that when I was talking about the environment. Of course, our children are going to model our attitude. Okay, the number 3 thing we can do is give them responsibility. This one worked like magic. Give them responsibility, serving, volunteering. We called our daughter our waitress. She didn't, and now when I say service, responsibility, do not limit it only to yourself. She went round to all my friends' houses. My 5 friends, she went to all their houses and served them. House girl work. She did it. She did it. Wake up, carry their bags, do this, wash their plate, clean their shoes. You see all those things. It will break that attitude. All this, you are shouting, you are beating, you are hitting, you are pulling, dragging. Forget it. Service alone, volunteering alone can break down every form of attitude. A lot of the girls that grow up in environment or homes where they have slaves, sorry to use the word, servants, have attitude. Yes, now because you that is the boss, you're calling yourself, John, pick up these things, bring the food. Your daughter too will pick it up now. You're always doing things for her. You're hiring a domestic staff. Is it for your daughters? Why is somebody washing their clothes? Why is somebody washing their plates? Why are they not doing chores? You don't feel that chores is wickedness, Abi. Let them mop. Let them clean up filthy places. I remember when my children gathered me and said I should explain to them why we cannot have a house help. I should explain. Other people have house helps. But why can't we have house help? Hey, house help. I said, when you guys are all gone, because when they are doing the chores, they start to blackmail me. Mommy, now we are doing all these things. When we go to school, how will you survive? How will you cope? I said, when the time is nigh, I will make my home a smart home. Then after that, I will hire trained domestic staff. But for now, you are that trained servant. Yes. So you will serve me. I don't lift a pin. One day my daughter said, Mommy, I don't understand. You will call me from all the way where I am to come and pick something beside you. I say, yes. You serve your way to the top. You don't serve with mouth. I can do wash plate, I can cook. Can you cook? Let us see. I believe in showing of working. So show working. All this one that will be enabling our daughters. Which is the girl, call your brother, call your brother, call your brother. Then the girls are just there with their fingers like this. They cannot do anything. Serve. My daughter saw this 1 year. That's why when she was going, my friends really, really did her well. Anything you need, immediately. My younger sister will travel, she just bundle all her children. My daughter did not write this, my Zara. She did not, she doesn't like small children. She said that wahala is too much. I said, oh, wow. There we go. Please, who needs nanny? Nanny. She did nanny for. My sister will just say, I'm traveling to Paris. Please, I need my child. I'll just announce. I don't give her time. I'll just tell her, your auntie is traveling, so she's bringing her children. Initially, my daughter will be like, God, can't I go somewhere for the weekend? I said, no. And not just are you going to be around for the weekend, they are your responsibility. So she has to wake up. Then, younger children could be annoying. They can eat 10 times in 10 minutes. Hey, they want to eat, they want to cook. She will nurse them. She will nurse them. She didn't like it at first, though, but she became okay at the end. So let them serve. She's the one that order things for Kotwendi, help her do the delivery. She learned how to do logistics. Even as she's in school, she still helped me to do logistics. She learned it. She was never always like that. Before, when you call my daughter to do something, she'll start whining. I don't know how to do this. I say, go and YouTube it. Go and learn it. Go and find out. Go and ask questions. Asking questions even deals with attitude. Because when you're asking a question, you have to humble yourself. Now, Abi, you have to bring yourself down to ask. You have to humble yourself to learn. So she had to learn. So she run around, she go to the market, she do this one, she do that one, she do this one, she do. We were packing, we were moving houses, and I was in Port Harcourt camp. I say, Madam, why should I be worried when you are here? Arise. Oh, mommy, it's your house, oh, it's your house, oh, it's not my house. I say, what does that mean? When she saw that I was not backing down, she rose, gathered her siblings. You do this. So these children have the capacity. But if you leave them, they'll just flop. They'll just become floppy. She arose. When I came back, I was getting reports from my customers in the market. They were like, hey, we saw your children. Oh, we saw your daughter was just busy. I said, before, uncle, we went to TIP Summit. Before you thought, I was just hearing them calling my daughter's name from, as in parents were sending her. In my mind, I said, send very well. Go and buy me this. Sure, you have to ask, where did they sell the thing, Abi? That means you have to talk. What is keeping quiet? My daughter is quiet. Some of this quietness is attitude, though. It's attitude. I'm sharing my daughter's story because I don't want it to be as if, oh, you're getting people's experiences from all around the world and you are sharing it. Let me, at least I'll share my own, and I've taken permission from her. Let me share my own. And let me also let you know that you can actually have a child that has a bad attitude and you can reset the attitude. I reset my daughter's own. Her mentors helped me. We reset it. I can't even take the glory alone. Her mentors reset it. But the thing is, you have to even agree that, okay, let's deal with this thing. So you teach, you train, you don't assume. Number 4, exercising. Exercising can put them in the mood. Girls don't like exercise. It's too much stress. From breathing exercises to meditation exercises to physical exercises, they don't want, they just want to chill. In my children's school, in our home, it's an offense not to participate in anything they are doing in school. It's not possible. I don't know how to run. You will run. My second daughter was the one that came with that one. Hey, mommy, my leg, my hand is falling, is breaking. Ma, you are inside there. Before you know what was happening, see my daughter doing tug of war. Hey. Do people with attitude do tug of war? No, now. Either they dance or they do one simple exercise that will not stress anybody. Tug of war. You have to really. So you are packaging yourself in a particular way to fall off the table. Fall off. There is nothing like that. How do I look? I look good. I look cool. I look, so much this, so much all this composure. Fall off. Be rugged. So we use exercises to ruggedize our girls. Yes, and that's why you see on camp, I don't spare them. I don't spare them because all those not wanting to move out of your comfort zone is what breeds the attitude. That is why I'm saying that some schools, if parents don't arise, some schools will help you give your daughter attitude, because there they do things for everything for them. They do everything for them. They don't let them, move their bodies. Nothing must be stressed. Oh, you cannot shout. Everything is just sweet, soft. See that sweet, soft life? It comes with an attitude, a bad attitude. Quietness can become an attitude because it's not that they are quiet. No. Sometimes it's that, like, I don't want to ruffle my feet. I don't want to. What is that? It's an attitude. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. Why won't you want to talk? In a social gathering, bad social skills. One of my daughter's roommates was going to start that one. After the other 3 left her, when I did video call with my daughter, was it yesterday? I was even calling one of them. They say, no, it's not that one. No, it's this one. The one that needs to talk. She's now talking. Why won't you talk? because the other three were now together, vibing, doing things together. You're the one left out. So now she started to join them. That is it. What are you doing with your filthy attitude? You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to meet anybody. You don't want to do things with other people. You don't want to play in a team. Bad attitude. She has joined them now. It has not reached 2 weeks. Attitude, follow. That is quite, that's her nature. What kind of nature is that? That's lacking a skill of proper relationships. You cannot play in a circle. It's a relationship problem. Of course, even when the help is not coming to help them. The help is not coming to help your daughter. The help is coming to help you. Yes, the help is coming to help you. When they are watching, your things they are watching, not coming to help any child. Abba, what is that? I know how many mothers have answered the question of why can't we have house help? I can imagine what people are going through. So let them get used to doing activities, shaking up their body, shaking it up. The more you leave them to stay in their own world, the more they will build that attitude. So if you want a strategy, shake them. Shake them. The next one will be putting her into a schedule. Putting her into a schedule. Let her follow a schedule. Let her follow a plan. Let her not always have her way. Having her way is going to breed that attitude, because whenever, when she goes out there and they don't let her have her way, she'll have a problem with it. Then she'll display an attitude. So put her to follow a regimented schedule. Number next. Take her out of her comfort zone. Take her out of her comfort zone. It's a strategy. Sometimes, I know you have 5 cars and 5 drivers. Sometimes, please let her enter public transport. Let her enter public transport. All this, have your daughter ever entered tricycle? All these girls with attitude looking at teachers up and they're looking at teachers like that because they feel like, oh, you don't have what my parents have. And what your parents have is not what you have now. Hello. Let your children go to the open market. Let them enter keke. I saw my daughter doing video. Her school is, people have cars in her school. My pikin go enter keke. The keke man come, they do buy for the video. Oh, school. I said, okay, wahala is this one again, I beg. The keke man. Because I told her that sisterly, you have your life to live. You see, air, I broke every form of air. Because if it's air, both my daughters have. Why should we not? I remember the first time when we bought the car I'm using now, we bought it like in 2019 or so. The first time I needed to pick my daughter from school, she rolled down the glass. Hey, God. It didn't click, oh. It did not click at first. Later, I now said, oh, I get it. She wanted people to see her inside the fine car. That is not your car. I don't understand. I mean, she was just as one now. She was just entering secondary school, so she was like 10 going to 11. That was the peak of that our attitude problem. She started learning, how my children can fly bike. They know how much. Fly bike, experts. Keke napep, experts. We enter it. Enter bus. Enter it. Yes, please, you can, ma. Madam Esther, yes, you can. Yes, so yes. Because now all of them get it. Now all of them get this attitude. Please, let them come. How can I help her? She stays in the hostel. When she comes back, someone is asking how to, help her daughter. She stays in the hostel. Hello, Coach Wendy. Coach Wendy in the building. Coach Wendy, I was just gisting them of how, we made our darling daughter to do house girl work, train servant work. I was gisting them how we sent the life out of, she now became okay. Before, when you send, those please say, "Are they sending me? Is it only me?" Then later, then she was now okay. So please, the comfort, sometimes it breeds the attitude. Too much of comfort, too much of soft life, too much of convenience, What is it? Everything is done for her. Then you now don't want her to have attitude. Please now. Why won't she have? Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Very faithful, oh. Very faithful. Trained. Hired. Please. Do not turn your back. Don't come and tell me by the time I slap her, she will know herself. No, she will not know herself. Because she doesn't really know. I shared with you guys, how the girls were telling me on Saturday that they don't even know when they are being rude. Really? They don't. Thank you, Coach Wendy. I celebrate you, ma'am. So please, ensure that these girls, you are on their case. Hey, if not, these girls will show you pepper. Finally, for today, reward them. It's a way of helping them deal with their attitude. Like I shared earlier, her mentors, her other mothers, Coach Wendy is her other mother. She knows. Before, she'll just say, "Please, I need back." They have given it to her. Why? She has served that way and she has broken that bad attitude. Nobody gives anybody with a bad attitude. Nobody. So that's the reward. Eventually, they're going to get rewarded. So even when they do something that is not, create a system to say, "Oh, if you do this, you do this, you do this," then you can have this. You can't just be giving them everything they want with their bad attitude. You can't greet, and then you're coming, "Hello, mommy, I need," and you're like, okay to what? So the more they are working on themselves, the more you would acknowledge and say, "Oh, wow, that was good. Okay, you can have this." But the way we just sometimes we reward only for, you did very well in your exams. Buy a phone. With that phone, bad attitude will come your way. Sometimes we reward only for certain things. Sometimes we don't even acknowledge. Can we please acknowledge when they are working on it? Every time that this young lady was acknowledged, she did this, was happy. It's not like you have to buy her a gift. Just acknowledging the work that she's doing on improving her attitude is enough to encourage her to do more. It's enough. A lot of times, parents only complain. I remember when Coach Wendy dragged my daughter. She dragged her in our circular group. She came back to come and praise her, to say, "Oh, me who dragged her, I'm coming back." And she told my daughter, "I dragged you. I ensured that this attitude, you broke it. Now I am proud of you." My daughter slept smiling that day. So please, parents, because this is the flip side of it. A lot of times we drag. And then when the girls are doing better, we forget to come back. And say, "See, I acknowledge the effort that you are making. And I encourage you to keep doing more." Please, it's called positive reinforcement. It is very important. Don't just come, you named, you shamed, you blamed, You judged, you dragged. What else? Okay, now the girl is making an effort. What else? Are you coming back to say, I see you? Well done. Keep it up. Keep going. I didn't say settle low. I didn't say, like Project you said, I didn't say settle in success. I didn't say rest. No, we keep going. We keep going. As they are working, you're encouraging, you're still pointing out the gaps. Oh, that's still not okay. This is okay. This is right. So that she understands that it's a journey and it's not just you wanting to kill her vibes or spoil her steez. No, it's the fact that you want her to come out a fine lady, well attitude, if there's a word. No rest, ma. We keep moving. We keep moving. We keep moving. And that's why I think that girls whose parents are constantly, hitting them and talking them down, that's why I think that they have that look like, after all, you're so hard to please, you're so difficult to please. Please, dear parents, let us get on this. It's a journey. You have girls, you are going to deal with these things, if not now, later, especially if you are not an intentional parent, especially if you are not watching. Some of us are not even aware. That's what I realized. Some of us don't even know. I was not even aware that my daughter's behavior was becoming a bad attitude. It just looked like, all these preteens, they'll be okay. No, so that's why we're having this conversation, so that you are aware, you are alert, and then you begin to attack it. You begin to acknowledge that there's a problem, and then you work on it. And as she's changing, you begin to, okay, and please, as she's changing, you too be changing. You can go on the journey together. All right, so that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Coach Wendy. Thank you so much for joining me, Ajiboye Omolola, Mrs. Neka. Thank you to all the super mamas at the Girls Hub. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Mrs. Olukoya. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you, Mrs. Amara. I see you, Mrs. Juliet. Yes, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. Keep shaking them. I hope you are ready for the Girls Hub 2025. I hope you are ready. I hope you are ready. We already have 100 slots booked. Please book your slot today. Stop waiting and saying, oh, don't worry, I'm going to book the slot. No. Time is going. Book that slot right now, right this minute. Okay? And remember that at the Girls Hub, we are raising your girls to be sensible, to be confident, to be accountable, to be elegant, to be positive influencers, to go out there. Instead of us hearing every time, the peer pressure, the peer pressure that made me do it. Let our girls go and be the ones pressuring their peers for good. But it does not come by wishing. It comes by training. It comes by mentoring. It comes by positively modeling what it is that these girls can do. Yes, you want to raise a girl with sense, confidence, and elegance? Boom, the Girls Hub is the place for you. The team is already sharing the details in the comments. Make sure that you get on it right now, right this minute. And of course, our attitude class. That class, I cannot wait for it. Trust me, it's going to be a whole lot. Beautiful way to end our series of courses for the year. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'm hoping to see you next week, same time, same place. If you have not shared this video, please share. Just share the link. If you know anybody that has a girl, even if that girl is just 6 years old, share this link, and trust me, at the end, they're going to come and be saying, oh, thank you for letting me listen to this class and for joining the Girls Hub. Yes, on Friday, we're continuing our Help Your Daughter series. Last week, we talked about dealing with people-pleasing tendencies. This week, we're talking about attention-seeking tendencies. I have one story. I'm going to share with the girls. Oh, let me share with you, parents. One girl that came to one of the events we had for teenagers, her body was boiling, boiling. And of course, before long, she got a boy's attention. She did get a boy's attention. And when I checked, I knew why. She had those tendencies. Thank you so much, Coach Wendy. Yes, girl up till we die, just like where the inner side we pass out. We are here for all of it, all that God has given to us, the Intentional Parent Academy, the Married Seal, the Girls Hub, the Boys Leadership. All of us, we are in it together. We are here forever. Thank you so much, and let me let you go back to work. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you. Bye.